Hey guys, it's Krista Tyus here, and in today's video, I want to talk about competing against the big brands. Okay, we all know who the big brands are, and I want to talk about some strategies and some things that's going to allow you to kind of hold your own against these big brands. So welcome if you are new to me. My name is Krista. I am an enroll agent by the Internal Revenue Service, and I also help tax professionals, bookkeepers, accountants, CPAs, and financial coaches get more clients consistently utilizing Facebook and LinkedIn. So I want to talk about some of the changes that's been happening and what you guys can do to kind of gear up and, not be left to the wayside when it comes to your marketing. Hey Darius, how are you? All right, guys, so if you're catching this in the replay, hop in, engage with me, like this, share this if you feel that any other tax professionals or accountants can benefit from this message. So one of the things that I've been noticing, of course, is technology has been evolving very radically, right? So there are new softwares, new apps that are constantly coming out that's allowing people to connect all over the world. And it's allowing us to work not only, smarter, but really more efficiently. So one of the things that I've been noticing is these big brands such as like H&R Block, TurboTax, you have Bench.com, you have Pilot.com, all of these big brands that cater to the same type of clients that we cater to. QuickBooks just opened up their program where they're actually doing the bookkeeping now. So at first they just started off as a software. They marketed that software to both the business consumer as well as the accountant. And they were, they have a very symbiotic business model that pays them well. They have a multi-billion-dollar valuation, Intuit does. Same thing with TurboTax. TurboTax has its tax platform where it allowed its users to file their taxes. So that was taking away from, mom and pop accountants and CPAs and tax professionals and enroll agents. And, about 46% of the filing population actually self-files on some sort of filing platform, and TurboTax right now is the leading one. So because we are, really becoming more advanced with technology, it's making the competing a lot more interesting because we are competing with technology. Customers are pricing on not only what they can get from, a software company, but they're also looking at the pricing of you and I, regular enroll agents, CPAs, tax attorneys, and bookkeepers. They're comparing our services to these, really, they're software companies, they're tech companies, right? And so I'm going to talk about some ways that we can kind of differentiate ourselves and really stay ahead of the curve. So one of the things that I've noticed in another niche that's been going on is real estate. So, Zillow, when Zillow came, it really disrupted the way people were buying and selling real estate or really discovering real estate. Before, you had to talk to a real estate agent. You had to actually go to an agent and they had to pull out like a book of all of these listings and go through it and tell you what was available. You had fax, people were faxing over listings and whatnot. And when Zillow came out and they integrated with the multi-listing service, everyday people could discover real estate on their own. And it started to slowly but surely squeeze out the real estate agent. And now you have other tech companies like Redfin that they're masquerading as a real estate company, but they're really a technology company, and they're utilizing technology to disrupt a very old and tried niche, really, or industry, such as real estate. And the same thing is going to happen with tax and accounting. There are going to be more tech companies coming into the business, trying to figure out how they can do your service, the things that you do, how they can do it quicker, faster, better, and more efficiently, and how they can do it cheaper on top of that. So not only are they going to be able to get better results, but they're also going to be able to do it at a much lower cost because they're leveraging and harnessing the power of technology. So I want to talk about some of the things that we can do to actually stay ahead of the curve. And what I have written here, number one, is really to still focus on the problem, right? So because we have technology, because we have software, we should definitely be utilizing it to make our lives a lot more efficient and allow us to work smarter and not harder. But we really still need to focus on what is our ideal client's problem. What are they really, how is tax and accounting, bookkeeping, financial coaching, how is that allowing them to achieve their goals that they want in life? So we all have goals, we all have aspirations as individuals, as business. I don't know any person or business that doesn't want to reduce their tax liability, right? I don't know anybody that wants to pay more than their fair share of taxes. And what's going to happen is you're going to have these computer systems that's going to be programmed with the tax code, and they're going to be able to kick out tax strategies in a matter of a push of a button. So you as the professional, now more than ever, you need to understand what people, your ideal clients, are going through, what problems you actually solve for theirs, and what's the best strategy that they can implement that technology can't really do at a holistic level. So technology, we can plug some tax law into some technology and put some inputs in there, and it'll kick out a certain result. But what the technology can't do, they can't look at your client's bigger picture. They can't look at, the bigger goal of your client and really help all of these moving pieces that's going to allow them to reduce their tax liability, or that's going to allow them to make or save money, that's going to allow them to increase their cash flow. So now your job as a tax professional, accountant, CPA, you're going to have to look at your client situation at a much holistic level. Now more than ever, you're going to have to actually become the broker of all of their services within their life. So you as a tax professional or accountant or enrolled agent or CPA, it's your duty to help facilitate all of these strategies that your clients can utilize to reduce their tax liability, make or save money. So for instance, that setting up your business structure a certain way could drastically reduce your liability in terms of a lawsuit. Now, as an accountant or CPA, you shouldn't want to, you would know the tax law strategy and which is done, but you don't want to be the person to actually set that type of structure up. You want to leave that to a lawyer, that they can actually set up those entities, break them apart to help your client, sever any liability, or, not commingle any liability with their personal and their business. So the key here is that you need to have key partners, and you need to be looking at your clients' business and their individual portfolios at a holistic level, looking at their insurance and then partnering with an insurance provider that can help them get the lowest rate on workers' comp, or the lowest rate on health insurance, or the lowest rate on any other type of insurance that they need, auto, life, health. And it's your job to broker with the actual lawyer to make sure that their intellectual property is handled, to make sure that their liability is, lessened, and that they aren't, really exposing themselves to additional liability. So now you have to put yourself in a position of, I'm going to help my client on a holistic level. Now I'm going to figure out, not only what I know with tax law and with accounting strategies and how I can help them, reduce their tax liability or increase their cash flow, but what other strategic areas in their business do they need help with? And what other strategic partners can I incorporate and actually help my clients at a more holistic level? TurboTax, QuickBooks, Bench.com, all of these software companies, all of these tech companies that are trying to take up all of the clients, right, for a really cheap price, they are just doing the after the fact bookkeeping, right? They're just going to do the after the fact tax preparation. But now more than ever, people need strategy. They need to look towards the future. They need forecasting out. They need to know, what's my cash flow going to look like in the next 6 months, in the next year, in the next 3 to 5 years. And because I want to, let's say, expand or go into additional territories, what all do I need to prepare for? What all do I need to focus on to allow and facilitate that type of growth? So now more than ever, guys, it's going to be you actually having to level up, right? We're going to have to level all the way up, because it's too easy right now to get your get your bookkeeping done for $100 per month. Like, it's really easy to do that right now. Log onto a website, They actually offer like a month free. They'll do your bookkeeping. They'll kick out your financial reports and you could pay them like, $120 per month. You can't compete against that. We will go broke if we try to compete against these tech companies because they're harnessing the power of software. So they can take on a lot of clients at a very low price. And it's not really quality work, right? So now more than ever, you need to be actually looking at your client's whole portfolio at a holistic level and really figuring out what other key people do I need to incorporate in this team? What other key people do I need to align myself with so I can make sure that my clients get the best results? There shouldn't be any excuse why you aren't in communication with a lawyer for your clients, why you aren't in communication with their insurance provider, their insurance broker, to make sure that they have the lowest cost on workers' comp. There's no reason why you shouldn't be in communication with any other strategic advisors, financial planners, right? To really help them maximize and reduce their tax liability. All of these key things really plays a pivotal role in their future cash flow and their tax liability. And now more than ever, it's your job to position yourself as the coach. You are the coach and you're putting everybody in the game. You're actually strategizing on the play and you're allowing key team members to actually play defense and offense and get your clients to the goal. Help your clients win the goal. So, hey guys, if you're watching this live, say hi. And if you have any questions, pop them below. Can you see my view? It's a beautiful view today. The clouds are a little dark because it was rainy today. But yeah, guys, so I want to leave you with this message. Don't worry about these big tech companies. Don't worry about QuickBooks, Intuit, Bench, Pilot, and any other of these tech companies that bubble up, because as long as you're looking at your client's portfolio at a holistic view, you're really just trying to understand, how can I help you forecast for the future? How can I actually help you budget for the future? How can I help you hit the goals for the future? If you focus on their future and making sure that, they have the strategy in place that they need to hit their goals, let the other guys worry about the after the fact stuff. Let them worry about the $100, monthly data entry bookkeeping, right? Because you want a more value added service anyway. You want to be able to charge a more value added service. Now, that's not to say you don't want the bookkeeping too. We want the bookkeeping, but don't let that deter you. Don't let that scare you from going out and providing the best, highest level service possible. Now, one of the other things that I noticed really quick that I just thought about is marketing, of course. So that's like my jam. You guys know I geek out on marketing. I teach you guys how to market and get clients, how to do your sales. And one of the things that these big brands are great at is marketing. They are absolutely great at capturing attention. They're absolutely great at creating content that your ideal customers are searching for. And they're absolutely great at positioning themselves as the authority in that space. So Zillow, how they got, all of those people on their platform, Zillow comes out with a lot of free reports, the top 2 ways to increase your sales price, how to sell your home quicker and faster for more money, how to reduce your days on market. People actually turn to Zillow for market news, industry updates, industry statistics. And so now they collect all of these leads in, and guess who has to pay for their clients back? The real estate agents. The clients now have to pay thousands of dollars to Zillow per month just to get back their client that was originally theirs, right? Because the realtors, they aren't positioning themselves. They aren't putting out the value. They aren't putting out the content that their neighborhoods want to know. Zillow is. And so they capture those leads and then they ration them back out to the real estate agents. Guys, the same thing is happening in tax and accounting. Intuit provides all of the information. They own QuickBooks. They own TurboTax. They dominate this space. And guess what? They're hiring you to prepare the taxes. They're marketing their tax services and, you can get your taxes filed with a live EA, with a live CPA, right? So they're getting these clients and then they're hiring you. You already had these clients, but now you don't have them because you don't know how to market your services. Now they're hiring you back. They're paying you $17 an hour to service a client that probably should have been yours in the beginning because you just didn't know how to market yourself. You didn't know how to position yourself. So this is what I teach, guys. You have to stay ahead of the game. Either one or two things is going to happen to you. One, You're going to let these big companies dominate the market, dominate the marketing, get all of the clients and then ration them back out to you for pennies on the dollar. Or two, you're going to actually learn how to market and sell yourself, start positioning yourself, start creating value, start actually putting yourself as the leading authority and expert in your industry and dominate it. So which one do you want to fall in? You want to let QuickBooks and Intuit take over and just ration you out back those leads and you have to pay for them? Or they pay you an hourly rate of $20 an hour? Or do you just want to simply invest in yourself? I don't mean to flip you off. Invest in yourself and learn marketing and sales and grow this business to the level that you desire. So Darius says, would you suggest to start marketing now for the upcoming tax season? Absolutely. So I was just talking to a lady just this morning. And shout out to Kenya and Maryland. We were just talking this morning and she asked me that exact same question. I said, oh my God, if you started marketing tax services now, you would crush it in 2020. And here's what I told her. There are over 10 million people that still have to file taxes, that have a back filing requirement. So there are people right now that still haven't filed for this year, that haven't filed for 2017, 2016, 2015. And so you could be attracting these people now, these late filers, these delinquent filers. You could be attracting them now. And guess who has to file come 2020 season? Those same people still have to come file. So let's just say you were able to get, 50 to 65 tax clients just over the next 7 months, which is totally doable. By next tax season, there's no reason why you couldn't get an additional 100 clients. If you started doing your marketing now, positioning yourself, attracting leads into your business, there's no reason why you guys couldn't get at least 1,000 leads. And that's conservative, guys. 1,000 leads from now into December 31st, 2019. And just constantly be following up with these leads, providing value to them, figuring out if they need bookkeeping services, or maybe they had something come up with their taxes. Maybe they received an audit notice. There's no reason why you can't be doing that now. And then come 2020 season, close all of those babies, get on the phone with them. Keep sending them great information, great content, follow up on email, follow up on social media. Like, you have to hit it hard. And there's no reason that if you started now that you couldn't actually do that for the 2020 season. Honestly, I would say yes. Start your marketing right now if you haven't been doing so. Get clients in and have a pipeline ready for you to go come January 2020. Right? So guys, we all want to make 6 figures in 16 weeks, right? From January to April or May. Who wouldn't want to make $100,000? If you do this right, you only need a couple of hundred clients to do that. You only need a couple of hundred clients. So if you start now, you are setting yourself up for success come 2020 season. Good question, Darius. I love it. Hey, Bernicia. Hey, Diana. All right, guys, if you don't have any other questions, I'm going to go ahead and end this live video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, have a great evening. Bye.